We talked today in class about your supplies that I sent you, and these are the things that we'll be using today for our gobos and building our little mini instrument. Hey lighting designers. So last class you guys worked on getting a gobo that was inspirational to you for your light show. I've decided to use fireworks for mine, and so I went ahead and I printed out the shape of the gobo that I found online. If you haven't done that, perfectly okay. You can freehand your particular design, or go ahead and take a minute right now and print out the gobos that you sent me in yesterday's assignment. I'm just going to lay it over that printed area, and I'm going to trace around it because this is the size of the gobo that I want, because it's going to cover the end of my cup, or what we're calling the barrel of our instrument. So I'm just going to trace around that. Now I'm using the paper one because that's where I printed. If you're going to freehand your design, put your little metal tin piece that you have, put your cup on top of that, and go ahead and trace out the size of the metal piece that you're going to be using for your gobo. And I'm using my heavy duty scissors. It's very, very thin, so any craft scissor will be fine. If you're doing the paper version, the X-Acto knife comes in quite handy because you can cut right into the paper and cut out that design. I have trimmed out the art on the piece of paper. So just to practice, take your flashlight and shine it so that you can see the shape that you're going to get with your gobo onto your backdrop. Now, if you want to add your color into your gobo, now is the time to do it. You can mix and match, or you can make multiple sets of a color gobo. To do that, we're going to take our colored gel and you're going to apply it to the back of your gobo so that your color will shine through when you shine your light through it. You can use multiple colors for each of the locations on the gobo, or you could cut a circle the exact same size as your gobo and just adhere it to the back. It's up to you what you want to do. I've laid out some of the gel onto my gobo, and I'm going to tape that down so when I shine my light through it, I should get some colors on my backdrop. So we're just using your plastic cup, the gobo that you've placed on your cup, the gels that you taped on the other side, and your flashlight onto my instrument. And you have to kind of play around with the flashlight, twisting the barrel to see what kind of shapes you can get. Your assignment requires you to have RGB in your light show. Remember, RGB stands for red, green, and blue. That can be done by adding it into the gobo. It can also be done by creating a background that has that full color on it. Once we get into mixing colors, remember that is mixing your secondary colors using lights by crossing the throws. I created a few more gobos. Here's one on cardboard and on a tin plate. Cut out the word boom. So you can use any of these products for your gobos. Go ahead and get those done. As required in your project, you need to have different colors and shapes using cookies. I used the plant, the Stanley on a stick, and my laundry basket to create some of those shapes.